Nurse, clear my schedule.
Hello everybody. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a lot of Foodie Beauty drama, catching up with Foodie Beauty. What did she say about the most favorite ever popular YouTuber, Amberlynn Reid? Her ex-friend. So exciting. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Grab your Kermits, everybody. There's going to be a big Foodie Beauty update and also a Pokemon Go update, which is a game that I play, of course, and we discuss here in perpetuity. So, if you could not tell already, for the low introductory price of absolutely nothing, I can talk to you about Foodie Beauty, Pokemon Go, and Amberlynn Reid. Just a little bit. This video is mainly about Foodie Beauty. So, if you could not tell already by this goat...
Quiet, you.
Look at this goat. Foodie, control your goat, okay? This is Foodie Beauty's goat. I don't know where she found him, but he's very, very rambunctious. If you could not tell already by my intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously. I am sharing my own personal opinions, not facts, on public figures, what they are making public. I would always urge you not only to not take anything I say seriously because it's just for entertainment, but please be kind in the comment section to the people that we are talking about. I would always urge you to please not leave anyone mentioned in this video here today any mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Okay, so we are going to do a big Foodie Beauty update. And before we get to that, I just wanted to say that recently Foodie Beauty spoke a little bit about her ex-friend, Amberlynn Reid.
I never did that with Amberlynn. That's why I was Amberlynn's friend this whole time while everyone else hated her. Because I liked her, never took the time to fully really investigate what she's really like until I had my own falling out with her. And that's what I based my problems with her on. You know? I don't base them on, oh, this person's, I don't give a, no, I'm never going to be that kind of person. And I find people like that have little to no integrity themselves.
Okay, so I wanted to discuss this a little bit. I feel like I can understand the general idea, right? Chantal is saying that because she had a decent situation type deal relationship with Amberlynn, she, wanted to judge Amber for herself, and she was her friend, and she didn't judge her for superficial reasons, which is great. And she didn't, this next part is interesting. She did not judge Amber for what people said about Amber. She had her own falling out with Amberlynn, and that's when she judged her. She didn't judge her based on people not liking her, superficial reasons. Okay, just in general, I just want to say that's great. It's wonderful that she was, gave Amber a chance and just communicated with Amberlynn and, really tried. I think Chantal tried to have a relationship. Now, I've said this before. Their relationship, in my opinion, was fake from both sides. I feel like, obviously, Amber really dropped the ball in that situation, just my opinion, because she went in the middle of the night, apologized to somebody who really, really hurt Foodie Beauty, and she knew that he hurt her. So, it was a fake friendship either way. I really never saw Amber defend Foodie. But here's what I want to say mainly. This isn't really about Amber in a way as it is about Foodie Beauty, okay? I understand Foodie's perspective that you want to judge people based on how they are, because I will say it is true. It is 150% true that definitely, people could lie about other people. People could say things about other people. Maybe somebody had a negative experience with a person. That doesn't mean that person isn't a wonderful person. What I wanted to share here is that I feel, okay, that the most interesting thing that Foodie Beauty did say, Foodie Beauty, about the Amber situation was that she never took the time to research and check out pretty much if what people were saying was true about her. And so then she got pretty much burned by Amber, and then she was saying that she agreed with other people. What am I trying to say? Okay, I'll give you an example. I had a friend one time, and basically she was friends with somebody else. And I knew that this person was not a very nice person. And I could tell that this person wasn't who they presented themselves to be, because this other person was really, really terrible to me. And I could see the way they treated other people, okay? I didn't want to ruin the relationship between our mutual friend and them. And I didn't want to, nobody wants to come to their friend and be like, hey, your friend is not very nice. So I kind of lightly told my mutual friend, and she didn't want to hear it. Okay, well, eventually, spoiler alert, grab your Kermits, everybody. That other person that my girlfriend was friends with, she definitely betrayed my friend, and they had a horrible falling out, one of the worst I've ever seen. And it was very bad. It was very bad. And basically then our mutual friend came to me and said, why didn't you tell me? Why? I can't believe this happened. I said, I did tell you that she was treating me pretty poorly. So she couldn't see it. She couldn't see that this person was really treating other people badly, including me. People just honestly, like on purpose, don't want to see stuff, or it's too scary for them. So it's subconscious. They don't care, or whatever it is, right? Either she didn't want to see it, or she did see it and she just cared about herself and felt like, well, I'm being treated well. And I feel like that's kind of the situation type deal that's going on with Foodie Beauty. She says, well, I didn't want to judge Amber superficially. Good, that's good. And I wanted to have my own experience with her. That's great. But here's what my general point is, and we'll move on to Foodie Beauty. If one person tells you, hey, and this is not even about Amber, it's about like a general statement, like I told you, my experience. If somebody says, hey, I feel like this person is mean and they're treating me badly, whatever, you should pay attention. I'm not saying you should dump your friends, but you should probably do your own independent research, which Foodie Beauty admits she never conducted. But in Foodie's case, I can't really feel too bad for her, because the entire internet told her that her opinion of this person was incorrect. And at the least, okay, at the least, Foodie Beauty should have seen at the actions that her friend was taking publicly that were very easily accessed. Foodie Beauty's trying to say with a surprise Pikachu face, we're going to get to Pikachu and Pokemon at the end of the video, but Foodie Beauty's surprise Pikachu face, like, oh, I had my own interaction with her. We loved, we lost, we used a hand massage. Well, these two didn't use a hand massager because, they're just for hands.
Thanks for nothing.
The more you know. But basically, I don't really buy what Foodie Beauty is selling. She then goes on to say that she didn't judge her based on looks, and why would you? Friendship is not based usually on looks. But don't try to get out of this situation, Foodie Beauty, because hundreds of thousands of people told you about easily accessible public statements. Look, it's not like, if we go back to my situation where my friend didn't physically witness and didn't visualize like what was happening to me with their mutual friend. I had to tell her little by little. It's just one person complaining. Here there was thousands of people telling Foodie Beauty what the deal was. She was ignoring them, but then even if she was ignoring them, Chantal, you could have easily tuned in to public channels that clearly showcase the behavior of, like what was happening. So I just don't know if I believe her that she needed to truly have her own interaction to understand. And sometimes you do have to have your own interaction to understand. But the difference between Chantal's story and everybody else's in the real world is that you don't have thousands of people telling you the same story. And listen, if thousands of people are saying the same thing, crowd mentality is not 100% always correct, but it often is. Often, but not 100%, definitely. I've seen on YouTube that a lot of the times the crowd mentality is wrong. They don't know what's going on. But in this case, forget even about the crowd. Chantal, you never ever sought your own information about your friend. And when you say that you needed to have your own personal experience, you could have avoided being hurt if you just paid attention to what was publicly on the internet, easily accessible to you. Usually when there's smoke, there's fire. And if everybody is saying the same thing, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it could be true. So I just believe that relationship was not real. So let's just quickly break down all the new dramas of Foodie Beauty. Okay, first of all, there was the Patreon drama. Basically, Foodie Beauty had her Patreon taken down before. And they have rules, okay? You can't be starting a new Patreon if you already had one banned. Well, the thing is that Alex Shook made a video about it, and I believe he called it a scam. So Foodie Beauty posted a community page post about Alex saying, get your own content. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that Foodie Beauty believes that Alex Shook doesn't have his own content? He sure does. He does mukbangs. He does live streams. I don't agree with that at all. But Anne Boleyn, as we will see in the future, believes that Alex does have his own content. So weird that these two ex-friends have totally different opinions about Alex. Okay. So anyways, I think that this post is in poor taste, Foodie Beauty. I think you making this post about Alex is unfair. I don't disagree with Alex. So you keep promising people all these things, like you keep promising your Beezers, people that pay, your fees every month, all these things, and you don't deliver them, and you keep bouncing between platforms. Yeah, he called it a scam because he believed that when you don't offer your Beezers the things that you promise that you will on Patreon or anywhere else, that's not like really, really fair. Okay, so she went after him. Okay, fine. So then there's the situation with BBJ. Basically, Foodie Beauty has a camera. BBJ is her senior cat. Foodie Beauty has a camera that like follows her when she moves, right? She was live streaming. She went somewhere. The camera panned over and showed the deplorable conditions that Foodie is currently, in my personal opinion, living in, and basically making her cats live in. Listen, I can't judge the way that people are living. Like, she has the money to hire cleaners. She has the money, and from my understanding, she is able to clean herself. I'm not going to judge you for living in these conditions, Foodie, but what I will say here is that to force a senior cat, two senior cats, to live in these like not good conditions. You can see there's food everywhere, there's dirt. It's just, it's upsetting that an animal has to live like that. You can live whichever way you want, I will not judge you, Foodie, Chantal, but to force animals to do this is just ridiculous. She has like another situation type deal where the cat is like crying, she's ignoring BBJ. So she saw, listen, this next part is not my opinion. She actually saw the reaction channels talking about it and changed BBJ's like, you know, dish where she eats from and all this other stuff and said, oh, sorry, BBJ. You don't need to post these like screenshots of you being happy with BBJ. We know the way that you're forcing these cats to live. Let's not forget, you have talked about putting your cats down. Like, I'm going to put it to you this way. There was a lot of talk from her, not from anybody else, of putting the cats down before when she was dating somebody. And oh, what if they moved in? Yeah, of course, the cats were like too much for her. Pizza's too much for her. She wants to live on her own, and she wants to she has talked about before not wanting to be with her cats and all this other stuff. And oh, well, she always says, well, you know, they get sick, I'll put them down. Yeah, you said what you said. Look, here's the bottom line in this situation, okay? And this is what I will say. As I've said, it is impossible for me to judge the way that people live. Some people have reasons why they live in certain conditions, whatever they may be. I totally understand. I'm sensitive to that. But I do not respect forcing animals to live in these like conditions. It's not okay. And for her to actually say, oh, well, you know, I saw a reaction channel posted this, so I had to change. So you mean you didn't understand after owning animals all this time that you cannot have animals live in these conditions? That you have to pay attention. Listen, when you own an animal, it's no different really than having a child. It's a living being that you have to take to the vet. How long? Do you remember all that drama? How long did it take for Foodie Booty to even take the cats to the vet? The point is, this is not acceptable for animals to live in. I mean, you are relying on reaction channels to tell you like what's right and what's wrong, which means they mean a lot to you, right? Like without them, you wouldn't know what's right and what's wrong. So this brings me to the drama that she recently had with French Fry Girl. Recently, Foodie Beauty, and we have a lot to discuss about Foodie Beauty. Recently, she's been really raging at reaction channels, and she basically had this to say about people really like using her clips.
It's about the stream sniping. I don't find that fair, and I don't find it fair that people will be like, well, I'm still not going to give you a view. So why are you even watching me at all?
So basically, in this clip, she says, why do people not want to watch me if they don't like me? Why can't you, like, you know, HATE watch me? You don't have to watch me on other channels. And to me, this clip makes no sense, and I'll tell you why. So Foodie Beauty has been asking people to stop stream sniping her, which isn't even a thing on YouTube because YouTube was not created as a live platform. It was created as a recorded video platform. But basically, stream sniping is when one gamer tries to interrupt the gameplay, usually of another Twitch streamer, okay? That's not what's happening on YouTube. But she has said, you can make videos about me, you could use my content, you know, if you're transformative, whatever, but just don't go live with my live stream when I go live. And a lot of people have actually obliged, and most people don't do this anymore because she's continuously threatened striking. And I just wanted to say as far a word about copyright striking and that. So there is nothing in the terms of service of YouTube that says that you can't offer commentary on a live stream that's going on currently live as long as your commentary is there. The only reason she doesn't want that is because she's saying that her views are being, you know, taken away from her. I'm so sick and tired of Foodie Beauty and everybody else complaining that your views are being taken away from you. Then make better content yourself. But I don't think it's 100% an unreasonable request from her. She does say, okay, it's not like she's saying you can't make reaction videos about me. So basically, some people have been stopping making videos where she's live and they go live with her stream, but then they make other videos. Okay, not 100% unreasonable from Foodie Beauty. However, her point about, oh, why do you guys want to watch me on other channels? Foodie, this is the way it works. When people don't care for a creator, but they're still interested in their drama, usually this is like a phenomenon on YouTube. People don't want the YouTuber to be paid. And they know that if they watch your content, or even without your content, just a person talking about you on another channel, the other person will be paid and not you. They don't care for your behavior. They don't care for you. You have mainly, an audience that likes to troll you and people that don't care for you, and a little bit of supporters. And they want other people to make money on their channels instead of you. People don't want the people they don't care for to make money. That's how YouTube works, okay? If you haven't learned this by now, and everybody has gone through that, people don't want people they don't care for to make money. And she's not the only one. People feel that way about reaction channels to a certain degree. People feel that way about internet personalities. Happens all the time. So when you say, why are people going to watch you, Foodie, on other channels, and why can't you just watch me and you don't have to like me to watch me? It's because they don't want you to make money. Now this leads me to another situation type deal that happened. So here is a very large community page post that Foodie Beauty made about FFG French Fry Girl. A part of this is about stories from the internet, but basically here we go. Okay. As for FFG, final words on her showing up at the event. French Fry Girl, who is a Foodie Beauty reaction channel, went to a fashion show that Foodie Beauty was having. To be fair to the situation, Foodie Beauty was a great sport about it while it was happening. She made jokes. She even said after the stream, I saw a live stream myself where Foodie said, French Fry Girl is allowed to make videos about me, whatever. She could make videos as long as you're not live, when I'm not, as long as you're not taking my live stream when I'm live streaming, I don't care. So she did allow her to make videos publicly. Foodie Beauty was a good sport about FFG coming to the fashion show that Foodie Beauty had, okay? So we have, as for FFG, final words of her showing up at the event. From now on, I will not announce where I will go. I did not appreciate her publishing her video before mine. This is disrespectful, or as somebody else would say, despectful, as she knew I was so excited about it, and I guess she and her fans think it's funny to crash it. Well, they don't care for you, so probably. But then I'm the bad person. I could have easily asked her to be escorted out, but I was a good sport. If you see the video, she was laughing. She was kind about it. She made jokes. She was actually, I dare say, the perfect influencer in that moment because she got it. That was the moment that Foodie Beauty got it. Look, FFG, okay, #1 Foodie Beauty reaction channel, has made a lot of critical content on Foodie Beauty. Who else would have been gracious, kind, been like, hey, she got the joke. She's in on it, Foodie Beauty, okay? So she was a good sport. That's, if something is truthful, I have to give it up to the person and say, yeah. I was uncomfortable at first. I did not appreciate her making fun of bigger individuals when the event was to promote body positivity. And in the future, I will have these people removed from such events. It is sad that something supposed to be so positive has to be blank on by someone miserable and blah, blah, blah. I will continue to try not to rage. Yeah, okay, who you kidding?
I bet you're a lot of fun at parties.
Raging is your brand. Foodie Booty. Make, Burge says raging. And allow all these people too much space in my head. At the end of the day, I was the one in the fashion show, and FFG was there as a mega fan. And yes, I am posting this now because I am just now seeing the full extent of her post regarding the event. This will not happen in the future. Lesson learned once again to keep my mouth shut. So there's a few things that I want to say about this. So you guys could let me know in the comments down below. There's like a debate online. Who cares? No, I don't care.
How hilarious. I love that for you.
Basically, do you think that it was okay that FFG engaged in making it real life, where people feel like, some people said this went too far, you went to her fashion show, why'd you go to her fashion show, you want to make content, okay, but taking it real life, why'd you do that? And some people feel like, well, who cares? Who would care? And Foodie Beauty made things public. I will say, as I said before, yes, Foodie Beauty was a good sport about it. She took a picture, she did everything, okay. There's two ways to look at it. Some people feel that FFG went too far, and other people feel that Foodie Beauty should not have announced doing the fashion show. If you guys don't know what happened, of course, Foodie Beauty was taking down her content. And yeah, she's angry that French Fry Girl posted her video. Of course she did. You know that she would. She needs to get the views before you. She doesn't owe you anything. And quite frankly, Foodie, you don't owe her anything. You didn't have to be kind and nice to her. You chose to be. That was a choice that you made. Do I agree with that choice? Yes, I do. But I'm just saying, both of you are kind of like adversaries. Okay. You guys are adversaries. And what you really should do, the both of you, my advice, is get together privately and agree to do this as a business where you're both trashing each other, make the most amount of money in November, December. Just my financial advice, not saying you got to take it, but drama sells. And honestly, the reason that Foodie Beauty is getting less views than FFG is because FFG is providing the kind of content that people are thinking about in their head. And they're like, okay, this is what we want to say about Foodie Beauty, but we can't because she blocked us. We're not her members or whatever. But I mean, now Foodie Beauty is back to having comments on her channel. French Fry Girl was always going to post her content before you because she needs to get the views out. This is a business, not a dress rehearsal, and you should have known better. You've been in the business for a long time, Foodie. And honestly, my advice, maybe stop telling people everything that you're doing. Okay, so I wish Foodie Booty all the best. You guys can let me know in the comment section what you think about all the drama. Let's just have a Pokemon Go update. I wanted to do like a bigger update in one video. There's been a lot of things going on. This is going back like a few weeks, I think even a month ago. Okay, first of all, I've been hatching so many eggs. All I do is hatch eggs. It's like, honestly, sometimes you get something amazing out of an egg because look, after so many egg hatches, I did get a shiny smoochum with a bow, and this just took hundreds of eggs. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording when I hatched her. That's always the case, but I promise you, here she is shiny. She's 2-star, whatever. But I've been hatching so many eggs. Okay. Then there was Deoxys raid day where I was raiding a lot of Deoxyses. Deoxys is not really, in my personal opinion, so useful in the battle league as far as like the defense form Deoxys is, but I just never use him because in my personal opinion, I know this is a little bit controversial to say, I think there's way many better Pokemon than Deoxys. Sorry, Deoxys, I don't know if you were sending Foodie Booty DMs, but Deoxys is like a little bit, like, would you trust Deoxys? I don't know. But my point here is this. I think there's better Pokemon out there. It was just like a shiny hunt. I was trying to get a shiny. And I actually did get a different form of Deoxys Hundo that day. I did so many raids, got some good shinies. Okay. Then there were the Kartana and Celesteela raids, and they were like locked to different hemispheres. I did get a Hundo Kartana. Oh my god, I could not catch my Hundo 100% Kartana for a while. I had 2 balls left and I finally caught her. But what happened is with Celesteela, I did do a bunch of raids with Celesteela, but not nearly enough. I just didn't have enough friends in the hemisphere that pretty much it was locked to different countries, which I think is incredibly unfair. And yes, it encourages you to make friends there, but I just had like just a few friends that invited me, not enough. So I didn't get 100%. So when Celesteela comes out, I really have to get friends like where Celesteela is going to be at. So then there were also recently, right now, what's going on is the like fashion event where all the Pokemon are wearing like little fashionable outfits, and they're so cute. And I wanted to say that it has taken me hundreds of Krogunk raids and hundreds of Frau raids to not get any shinies from those raids. Okay, I did so many raids, didn't get any shinies, but I still did them, and I got them both in the wild. Okay, so I just clicked over 100, like must be even more than that. The dogs, the shiny puppy, okay, I finally got a shiny. Look how beautiful that is. It's so gorgeous. I need to get a second one to evolve. I like to have like families of shinies. Let me know if when you get like shiny Pokemon, you want to have like a family where you just always keep one shiny and then you evolve it. Then I must have, oh my god, I must have clicked on so many Krogunk, frogs. I love frogs in the wild. He's like a fighting frog. He's like half, what is he? Half poison, half, well, who cares? I don't know. Somebody that would definitely DM Foodie Booty, if you know what I'm trying to say. I think he would DM her, maybe ask her out on a date. I don't know. But finally got the shiny. I did get a traded Diglett shiny. Super cute. So basically, I mean, look, this is what I want to say about getting shinies, because whenever there's like these events, people are like dying for shinies. I wanted shiny Pokemon, and shiny Pokemon, if you guys don't know, are just like a different color, and they're like much more coveted. I love the word coveted. Basically, if you click on a Pokemon and that Pokemon is shiny, your friend can click on the same Pokemon and for them it's not shiny, and vice versa. That's because everybody gets like a random number generator. You get like a number assigned to you pretty much. You don't even know where the number is. I don't know. And your number is different than your friend's number from my understanding. And so like different people get different shinies at different times or none at all. So What fun. I love Pokemon Go. So have you guys gotten any good shiny or 100% IVs? Please let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this update. I have done so many raids. Always keep an eye on my community page. I do a lot of my updates about Pokemon Go there as well, but obviously in these videos as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out this other video that's popping up here. You may enjoy it. And if you won't enjoy that video, still check it out. Be a friend, you know. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.